Hey guys, developing a world-class mental game is actually easier than you think. Today, let me simplify it for you. The first thing is having the skills, and the second thing is trusting the skills that you already have. See, way too many players think that they can play at this level during practice. They go into match play or tournament play or the final of an event, and all of a sudden they play at this level. It's not how it works. Occasionally you will play better, but the goal of every world-class player is to be able to compete as they've trained. So how does this apply to you? And how in the world does this apply to Power Pong robot training? Well, the first thing is that you need to develop strong strengths. These strong strengths is what you can hold for your mental game. I want to have confidence. Well, confidence in what? You don't have a good serve return, you don't have a good loop, you don't have a good counter loop. How are you going to have confidence and no skills? Okay, so you need to develop strong strengths. Instead of just having everything in your game mediocre, take the time, make those connection drills between short here and long here, between loop here and loop here, to be able to have really strong strengths and get those strengths connected to the rest of your game. Develop it with robot training. Develop that strong game, and then guess what? Then you have something to put your confidence in, because then you actually have a strong game. What else is robot training good for? Well, as it relates to the mental game, robot training is time of reflection. And you'll hear Olympic athletes in all sports talking about quiet time of reflection on their own, with no coach, no practice partners, no bells and whistles, no music, no nothing, just them focusing on doing what they need to do. And I personally found that for robot training, this is really a great time of reflection. I'll do a drill for 2 or 3 minutes. I'm not talking to anybody else, and I'll just sit down on the floor. Sometimes I'll lay down on the floor and I'll think about it. How does that drill closely relate to the rest of my game? You know, I should actually be practicing this a little bit different. And it allows me to have more enhanced visualization. Why? Because it's more than just visualizing it. I'm actually doing it, then I'm picturing it. So it's more like rehearsal than it is visualization. That's one of the aspects of Power Pong robot training that I feel like a lot of people are missing when they're not using Power Pong robots, is they're not using that time of reflection when they can deeply consider the things that the coaches have taught them. They can deeply consider how they've played their best matches. They can really deeply consider what their game's going to look like 6 months, 12 months, 24 months from now. That time of reflection to be able to personalize what they're learning and to be able to be actually passionate about practicing those specific things is important. To develop strong strengths, especially those connection balls with the robot, is important. And then, as I said in the beginning, with mental training, it's only a matter of applying how you've trained. No table tennis athlete out there has the expectations that they train at this level and then they get to the Olympics and somehow they play at this level. What is the goal? The goal is to be able to train good, to be able to develop strong strengths, and then to have that mental strength to hold on to that training quality even in the heat of battle. So how do you do that? Well, like I said, number one is you've got to be able to develop those strong strengths. Number two is you've got to be able to use it against different opponents in different situations, especially in tournaments. Number three, you have to be able to remember what you do really well and trust that. Number four, you have to be able to take your playing system and force it onto the opponent. Now, there are different people that play different ways. They have different timings, they have different shots, but being able to take your game and put it on the opponent is really the main goal. To have a playing system that's so strong that they're adjusting to you as opposed to you adjusting to them. So in the coming days and weeks, we're going to be giving you a lot of different table tennis tips. Why is it that as a Power Pong robot company we're doing that? Because we're passionate about you improving. We don't want you to just have a great robot. We want you to have a great experience. That experience involves you improving. So we want to see progress. If you like this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe down below. Leave me a comment and definitely turn on the bell for more notifications. I'll see you soon.